It's clear during the Easter season that the first reading is kind of following the Acts of the Apostles, almost chapter by chapter over these 50 days. The Gospel, on the other hand, is a little more curious, kind of jump from scene to scene, especially during these first few weeks. They're the more familiar scenes of Jesus performing signs, as we heard today. It's almost as though the church is inviting us to recall these familiar scenes and consider them in the light of Jesus risen from the dead. You can only imagine, if we were among the first disciples from 2,000 years ago, to have been present here at this multiplication of the loaves and fish, and how that alone was already a wondrous sign that this man Jesus must be special. But then to recall it again some days later after he had risen from the dead, and to try and then perhaps recognize the deeper meaning into what he had done. And to be told by those disciples on the road to Emmaus that they too saw the Lord, and that they recognized him when he broke bread, when he gave thanks, broke it, and gave it to them. And we'll hear that gospel again this Sunday. They recognize Jesus at the breaking of the bread. It's an invitation for us to, especially during the Easter season, to kind of pay attention to what is becoming familiar and to recognize the deeper meaning in things, especially in the light of Christ risen from the dead. It'll be a shame if we go through Easter this year just like we did last year, or if we go through our days this year just like we did last year. If we go through April 28, 2017, just as we did April 28, 2016. Granted, it was a Thursday last year. Or if we go through this Friday just as we go through every other Friday. Because the invitation is for us to see Jesus in a new way each time we encounter him, and especially during this Easter season. And especially for us who celebrate the Eucharist with some regularity, more than others. It will be a shame if our every encounter is just the same as yesterday's and the day before. It's an invitation for us to recognize Jesus, certainly in the breaking of the bread, but even in the familiar scenes or the things that we recall, that we recognize Jesus in a new way. The persons, the same people that we see each day. Christ rose from the dead. This transforms everything. How true is that?